Hi Salty, hi Panic Flank, hi Calamitous, hi Warrior. It has been a while. Um, so, so today, Thursdays, is going to be the second Phoenix Wright game. We're going to be playing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Sundays, we're going to play the remake of the first Harry Potter game on the PlayStation 2. Mondays, we are going to play Battle for Bikini Bottom on the PlayStation 2, the original version. Now that the rehydrated version has a solid release date. I'm so excited. I am so excited. We're going to play the original just for me to go through it one more time before seeing the brand new version, the better version. Tuesdays will be Ace Combat 7. There'll always be something for me to there's always something to play out of that game. And I was talking with Rosgriz, going to do it differently than he's doing. I'm going to do it on Ace difficulty, and I'm going to do it RNG aircraft style like he did for his first run, where one aircraft per mission, random aircraft. So that'll be very fun. Fun. And Wednesdays will be Pokemon Sword Shield. These games will only last for a certain amount of time before I switch to... That's going to be how the week looks. Monday, Battle for Bikini Bottom. Tuesday, Ace Combat 7. Wednesday, Sword Shield. Thursday, Ace Attorney. Friday, Spyro 2. Saturday, Animal Crossing. Sunday, Harry Potter. Join the Discord server. All of the information is there, as well as what games I'm going to be looking at in the future to replace the games that we finish. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy the schedule, the fact that there is a schedule. I'm going to try my damnedest to hold myself to it. I figured, like, you guys would want to watch more of me during this quarantine. You would enjoy more streams, and I figured I should do more of them because I really enjoy having these streams with you guys. It's just, it's better for me too. I saw your message, Salty, not to burn myself out. Don't worry about it. If it gets to that point, I will absolutely modify the schedule, but for right now, I would like to see if I could maintain this schedule and keep, like, they're all blending together. So I think giving myself something more rigid like this will help me get through this as well, so. F-16 on 10 million relief plan, I swear. Rosgriz, why do I torture myself? Have you seen my Join the Soul streams? It's for the views. Anyway, you guys have heard enough of the music. That's not Emma Sky, is it? That's a plot with Edgeworth and his father, Phoenix, and all the other characters around. Maya left to stand underneath a waterfall. And then we had the bonus case with Emma Sky coming in. And the chief prosecutor, Lana Sky. And the chief of police, Chief Gent. Edgy, my boy. Nicola Cello. Hey there. Welcome. Thank you for resubscribing. For 3 months. Enjoy your new rank insignia. Oh, guys, just so you know, Twitch updated, so now I have a 2-month tier as well. So, like, if you subscribe, you get 1 month badge. If you resubscribe for a 2nd month, you get a 2-month badge, 3-month badge, and a 6-month badge, a 1-year badge. So I've updated all of the rank insignia badges to reflect that now. So the number of icons on your badge will indicate... Hold on, Calamitous, I'm just trying to, catch up. Alright, Rosgriz, no worry. Yeah, no worries at all, Rosgriz. It's that kind of time, that kind of crazy time. Alright, let me bring up Edge, because I had the rewards on there. Truth, have you ever had a waifu, and if so, who was it? Dare, let me enter the silly hat raffle for free. I don't think that dare is possible. I don't think I can even do that, so... have I ever had a waifu? I'm not entirely sure I ever had, like, I don't know. Deanna McConey. Without a doubt. Alright. We gotta do the organ music. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready for the paper slapping. I get in this mess. That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. What? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Look, here's my badge. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Excuse me? Good morning. It's September 8th, 9:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. What kind of drugs are we on? The Phoenix have to turn in his Glock statue at the end of the last game, or will he be popping faces in the courtroom again? We'll have to see, won't we? It's the Thinker. I think I have a gun. Oh, jeez. That's your ringtone? What a nightmare. They hung up. Well, yeah, if you're just gonna sit there and, like, stare at it, and if you're gonna have a whole nightmare because of it, then yeah, the ringtone's gonna stop eventually, because it stops calling! Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... Is that Edgeworth's even edgier, like, twin? It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. We got a little yellow... A few minutes later. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 1. Stop inserting logic. I know, Rosgers. I know. Well, nothing here has changed. Not even the painting. Ouch. My head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? It's like... I don't have a brain. Wait a second. I never had one. Objection! Don't start without me! Hey, Starscream, welcome to the stream. Oh! Hi! Good morning! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but could you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. It's like I got hit in the head with a fire. It's like, what's with the one suspender? The floating feathers. Am I in trouble or something? That is not Nagase. Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble! What? Is she your defendant and you've already forgotten all of the details of the case? Have you forgotten all of the details of the case? My client, god frickin'... Ugh! Phoenix! I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me! You said you would prove that I was not guilty! Not guilty? Are you confusing me for a defense attorney? I think I'm a prosecutor. Show her your badge! Listen! Oh my god, they even call it now, it's my all-important badge. No. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Is that not your cell phone? Autopsy report. Guys, any of you that know anything about any of the cases, any, like, characters that are gonna come up, any evidence that I need to... Unless I'm visibly, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what evidence to present or where to press or something. Unless I'm truly stumped for enough time, please do not give me any spoilers, hints, tips, anything like that. Just, if there's general stuff that I should know, then fine, but nothing that... No spoilers, please. Please, no spoilers. Or it feels like I got hit in the head by a fire extinguisher. Or a statue of the Thinker. I think I was hit by a Glock. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever! You don't look like you know what you're doing. Let me tell you about the game. Salty, goddammit. What is this girl babbling about? I'm gonna shoot Phoenix with the Glock. Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... Well, let's just say they have to clean up the aisle that I was sitting in. I really admire you, Phoenix. What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? Nothing that she said was a hint enough for you, huh? Nothing that, like, oh, I came to you because all the other lawyers laughed me off, and I'll defend you, and I'll prove that you're not guilty. None of that clued you in, Phoenix. I'll never forget what you did for me. Well, I am. What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? She literally looks depressed. How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible! No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Hi, Parfait. I guess I must have amnesia. Good thing this court record is here. Okay. Since, Phoenix is down for the count, Ace Attorney Sly is in the case. We've got our client, the defendant, Maggie? Maggie? I've never seen Maggie spelled like that. That's why I'm thinking, like, is it pronounced differently? I've never ever seen Maggie spelled like that. Maggie Bird, age 22. My client, the only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. Dustin Prince, age 30. The victim and a policeman. It seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. My all-important badge. I don't know, it's in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. God only knows. Dustin's autopsy report. Time of death, September 6th at 6:28 p.m. Cause, broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Glasses. Found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. But we don't know who wears glasses. Except, well, Maggie wears glasses. So if these are either Maggie's glasses or no one's or someone else's glasses. Because Dustin doesn't appear to be wearing glasses. And that's all the information we have. But see, a respectable lawyer always check. What do you mean you just got the bird pun? Is there something I didn't get? Who killed the police officer? Clearly it was Mage 1 Clown. You wear glasses? No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait a second. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irreverent dream I won't be waking up from. November 8th, 10 a.m. District Court. Oops. Don't talk when you're drinking water. Ugh. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
And the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Why are you all looking at me? Why am I standing behind this desk? Am I a defense attorney? What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? We gotta be honest here. We got to be honest. We cannot defend under these circumstances. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't! Then why bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... I'm afraid I'm going to have to penalize you. The court will not hear the defense's excuses. On my ears. Ah, so when I turn down the volume now, it does affect the stream. Interesting. Okay. I like to imagine this is happening in real time. Yes. Let me know how the audio is, guys, because I couldn't hear myself easily. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
A policeman? You did what to a police? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and we weren't lovers like that.
In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time.
The time difference between Japan and America.
I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Rookie who has won at least 5 trials and therefore is an ace attorney.
That's how you become the ace attorney. You win 5 trials. You shoot down 5 aircraft. Oh, back to the squeakle. Okay.
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. You could literally just speak up. You could say, I have amnesia. Something's wrong.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir.
Yeah, see?
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I have to get back into the voice. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know... You work under that detective? You work under that detective?
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir.
Hey, Ember. The implication that Payne is so shitty at his job that a man with amnesia could win a case against him. I'm looking forward to it. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Fell off. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
Details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes. This autopsy report. This report that was published. You mean the autopsy? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor.
My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm slightly more expressive than I was a year ago.
The prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. 1. Victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? No, actually. There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Have you lost your mind? Shh, you don't want them to hear. Are you stupid? Well, actually, yeah, I kind of have lost my mind. It's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Sir! Yep, info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Yes! It appears you're even playing this game on Steam. It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could arrest everyone who's pirated this game and not purchase it on Steam on a legitimate storefront. I could totally be a legal aid instead. Yeah, where's Maya? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. Already done. Already way ahead of you. The only other thing is this... Nothing right now stands out. I mean, there's obviously lights, the phone booth, the clock over here, but nothing else stands out yet. Actually, objection, dumbass. Haven't you heard, you ignorant failure? Did Gumfuck not tell you? Salary cutting noises. Oh my god. What was it again? Tab? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? A wallet! That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, what are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Ugh.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more?
And this evidence is very decisive. Ow.
I did that one a little too hard.
Ow.
But why is he slapping his forehead? Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. Here we go, our first testimony. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Two things. First of all, we've dealt with this before. When Mia was murdered. Gumshoe made the same, what's it called? He drew the same conclusion when Maya's name was on the paper, but Mia told us, no, obviously the murderer did it, to frame her. So, first of all, over this, Maggie is Maggey, so... Also, Winston Payne. Winston, I didn't remember his first name. I remember Richard Payne for some reason, and I think that's from something else. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
Yeah, but this is the picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Photo of the area around the victim's hand. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But, I already told...
What pun makes you wince in pain? I'm thinking of Richard Nixon? No, I know of a character called Richard Payne. And for some reason I think it's Ace Combat. Hold on a second. Why do I think... Hold on. Yeah, Richard Payne was the FCU, the head of the FCU Department of Defense. Yeah, I knew it. So that's the only Payne that I know. Oh, Winston Payne. Oh, that's... Wow. Wow, a lot of these puns just... Wow. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? Is that a legal term?
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all.
Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? Isn't that bad? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a Phoenix continues to be a dick. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Please. Cross-examination? Edit, but... it's still funny. Sir! How do you know the judge is a sir? About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as... How is that conclusive? How many people in the world are nearsighted and almost the same strength? Hey, ACF Nugget. Even the frames look kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. No! No, look at them! They're upside down compared to that. Because her lenses have, like, frames on the bottom. But these lenses have frames on the top, not the bottom. It's completely opposite. You can present profiles in this game. Really? Salty, thank you. That's helpful. What should I do now? No, I'm gonna continue pressing. That's not true. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? Or, the dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else that they... I see. So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing! I could totally feel it down to my gut! Or... lower... It stands? In the previous game, when you found something like that, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell. Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. Stop making it weirder than it already is. No. The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... was the name that of my client? Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on! Huh? Don't harm me! I know the picture says Maggie, but... now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. But that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. Wow, it feels familiar. So I stop. She's not that kind of woman. She goes to the court just to see Phoenix Wright work. Like, come on. Thanks, Sly. I always appreciate your commentary. Yeah, Rosgers and Salty are like over here like, she's not that kind of girl. What are you talking about? And Ember's like, she's just eating popcorn. Just thank you, Ember. Better check the court record again. Okay, so in this case, what I would do is present her, because her profile shows her name. Yeah, I can always tell when the music turns off completely. Yeah, I did mention the name correction. The star screen, that was not nearly enough enough time. Give it a little more time of me, like, failing. I don't know what that means, Roz. Why is it? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Oh, God. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Do I see anyone else here named Detective Gumshoe? Salary cut. Oh, yeah, I don't watch the Muppets. I never watched the Muppets. Please state the defendant's name for me.
Objection! What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird.
Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? Why don't I get any of these jokes? I have no idea either. Oh, Gumshoe. Oh, Gumshoe. I missed you. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. I mean, M-A-G-G-E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, I'm a judge. How about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
If they were lovers, may I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. Yeah, exactly, like, if they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name.
No!
This is very true. I'm hungry. Any of you guys hungry? Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Bested again by Phoenix Wright.
Anyway.
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. I wasn't dabbing, but the guy was like... A dab is both arms. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Half a year is not enough time for marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Yeah, see? The day of the incident. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. She went with the victim because she couldn't have Phoenix.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. I'm not gonna present anything, I just want to see. The president was the third Mr. Thinker Claw commission from Larry Butts. I present Winston Payne. Oh god. Okay, I don't have anything contradictory in evidence, so I'm gonna have to press. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway. I think that's a detail we're gonna come back to. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You're saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? Ugh, I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Just because it's true. Gumshoe does not need anyone. Gumshoe is complete as he is. Mind your own business, pal. Oh god, I just got a Steam achievement. Mind your own business, pal. Press Gumshoe about they were even talking about marriage. Huh. There was an achievement for that. The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Hold on, 5:30, I just want to make sure. 6:28, okay. I haven't been in a relationship like that since the DL4 incident. Noteworthy for being 2 incidents before DL6. I don't think Gumshoe has the hots for Bird. I think he's just meaning that in general. Like, you know how Gumshoe is. Or maybe he had the hots for Prince. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. Your Honor, we have a murder case. Oh, yes, of course. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. Can we hear more about this present? You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much.
Hey, Mr. Wright, and please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree, even if this witness has a crush on the defendant. Oh my god! Okay, I didn't realize we were actually going to go that route, but... Oh. That should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Oh my god. Over 2 months ago? Yep. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, how would you know? I wouldn't. What was this birthday present? She got him a glove. Does it fit? A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
And actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is also a clock. You just turned... you turned the middle finger. Is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Wait, only one baseball glove? Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove. I mean, hold on. I mean, I don't have anything else, so... Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah? Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yeah, to fit! Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant. I got nothing else. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Now that sounds like the Phoenix Wright we know. Yes! Bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know! I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And... Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court! Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove added to the court record. A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. If you twist the middle finger. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Who the fuck is Maggie with an I? Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor, but also fuck you. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
That's a glove. I thought that was bananas. I can see that, yeah. Yes, sir. We're just going to gloss over Maggie just saying, and one other reason. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Bailiff escort Mr. Payne out of this court. You know, this whole firearm in disguise thing seems awfully familiar, but I don't know why. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Hmm. A broken neck. If your neck is broken, you're dead instantly. Like, you are not... You're not writing anyone's name. Next, you'll tell me the Phoenix is a competent lawyer. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion, that the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? How did the two correlate? The present? What about it? The glove is for the right hand. Do you... Wait. Baseball gloves. Do you hold baseball gloves in the hand that's not your dominant writing hand? Is that what they're trying to hint at? Yeah, is that what they're trying to say, like, that he was a lefty? Because the glove is for the right hand? Onigum TW. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. You throw with the dominant hand, you catch with the offhand. Let me get a banana. Man, this you're gonna tell me the Phoenix had a partner that liked waterfalls a while ago. Well, you throw with your strong hand. Yeah, okay. I don't give a shit about baseball, so... Yeah, there goes the music. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. Take a look at his photograph! That's a glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's pretty yellow. It's really yellow! And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow. But that is only one of its qualities. Another one of its qualities is that it's a baseball glove. Huh? Yeah, I know that. I told you it was a baseball glove. No, it's a banana. There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. Phoenix is definitely back because he is just teasing everyone as normal. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. You see, Your Honor, it's also a firearm. Another one of its qualities is that it's a gun. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. I
checked.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written the message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. His neck broke. Order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible!
Mr. Payne.
Ah! Yes,
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Whew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached a conclusion. It doesn't mean he didn't write it with his right hand because it's sand, not with a pencil. I could write my name in sand using my big toe if I wanted to. Yeah, you're right, Calamitous. He didn't write the name. I did. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Oh, well, thank you, sir.
See? You got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No! Not yet! I will murder everyone in this court! I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
Well, if you see the glove, it turns into a Glock. The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? And what did this witness witness?
At the moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Oh. There goes my throat again. Oh man. It's been a long time. Jeez. Because I need some of these save files for achievements from the first game. Yeah, we'll have to go. Oof. Save data 6. The man could have chosen not to testify. If he didn't go up on the stand, he would have gotten away with murder. Yeah, it seems like the next guy is going to be the guy who actually did it. And if... well... I mean, obviously, he's confident enough, but... if he didn't, testify, then... they might have found more evidence that would have implicated... Sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do! I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. I'm going to do something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. Pucker up! Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
Oh. I saw Maggie kiss and I was like, kiss? Like, no, kick.
No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Like I tackled my lover. I mean...
You know, Phoenix, if you're having trouble finding out what to do, you can buy Phoenix Wright on your new Game Boy Advance. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course! I'll be honored to! Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you! It's my most prized possession!
Okay. You guys were yelling at me like, oh, she's not that kind of girl. Like, his business card, Phoenix Wright's business card, is her most prized possession. making her eyes shine like that. Man, I feel bad if Dustin was actually dating her because she clearly had the eyes for someone else. The only thing that you need is a smack in the head with a Glock! At the beginning when the judge told no excuse, defense with one arm ripped off, there's no excuse. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back! Okay. Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the court record. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Handwrote my cell phone number. So either he gave her the cell phone number, or he... something to do with the cell phone, and he wanted someone else to have his cell phone number so that he wouldn't forget it. Notice me, Phoenix Senpai. It's only a prized possession because it's a Glock! She's a fangirl, not a lover. I know, but she's a fangirl. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then and tell me, this might be very important. Yes, sir! Okay, roger! Yeah, what's going on with cell phones? It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. The Blue Badger shirt! She has a Blue Badger shirt! Oh my god, she has a Blue Badger shirt. What the hell? All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my... Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Dustin was like, why? I just wanted attention. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! Maya! What indie game you like that launched this year? Parfait, not the time. Shit, I didn't mean to skip through. Sorry. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left! Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie! And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right. Names and phone numbers written on it. All the people he blackmailed. Red White is back! It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, murder! There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, I guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. Maya, who works for me, is not coming in with me? I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this, I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Oh, Maya. There's a sight for sore eyes. It's been so long. Sorry, it's 11:54. Also, I don't know if I said, but hi, May. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. Skippity-bippity-boop-bop!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He did it. So... I'd rather if you didn't make him guilty.
Maya came back from the waterfall.
He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see, so I asked that the court might be a little lenient on...
No, there is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Yeah, it's frickin' yellow hair dude. It's... yeah.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Love you, May. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student, but it's just given it instead of me as dead. Everything in my life is to be the utmost highest top grade quality. I'm really looking for that perfect top-notch unbeatable university. I have a rigorous selection process. I was serious thought with my work.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on.
Name!
What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him? A fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. Name, profession, now! That's enough! Your name with this! Where is Edgeworth? Oh, is that how you want to play this? You're in court! Also... JoJo. He almost looks like half like a JoJo character. He's acting like one too. And I'm only saying that only knowing memes from JoJo. I'm not saying that, like, I haven't ever watched it or seen anything from it. I just... Ugh. Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. It was I, Dio. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I could tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. No, it's not JoJo. He has a PhD in drifting. This is Eurobeat. This is freaking Initial D. God damn it. Oh, God. It's all anime from here, boys and girls. Yeah, he doesn't have muscle, so... How about I pull his scarf until he dies if it doesn't state his name? Beef Wellington's brother. Gas. The drifting virtuoso. In the streets of Tokyo. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, you... What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. Nani? Multi-case rifto! I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. There you go, the banana. That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. Alright. A university student in transit, meaning unemployed. The banana! The banana. Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. And what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas!
He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else.
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. My client is innocent, so he see what he says. So he's lying. Yes, that's what we need to do. She's right, she's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is. You'd think that kind of outfit, like, only one person in the entire universe would wear that kind of outfit.
Is everything okay, Nick?
A banana? It was a baseball glove masquerading as a Glock. Yes. Do you mean, these bananas? Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why did you say so earlier? Because you're fucking bananas. Also, you have a couple bananas in your hair. Really, lawyers. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove? I don't see any bananas!
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Why are you so nervous about it? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Oh my god. That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas! Knows nothing about baseball! Oh, yeah, because he mentioned glasses. Ah. No, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. Take a bite. Mr. Wellington loves large bananas. I'm just gonna leave it here for a second. Just imagine a lawyer a legitimate, real-life, serious lawyer. He loves large bananas. He had to specify large. May, this is Ace Attorney. Jave_man, thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. We're all going bananas. For bananas. I'm an attorney. Nick. I hope you've noticed the icy glares we're getting from everyone in here. What in the world do you mean? I'll have you know I like strawberries much better than bananas. Whoops. Oh my fucking god. Think it over one more time and try again, Mr. Wright. Oh my god. Badge. I can't present. I'm not presenting right now, but... Mr. Wellington has never played baseball. That would explain why he didn't even know what a glove is. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? You? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
I think not. I think anyone would be able to tell that that's a bunch of bananas. Wait, what? Who brought a bunch of bananas in here? No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept Galileo. You refuse to other new possibilities. Sure, in the end, we find out it's in fact a glove, not bananas. With view from afar, I think there is no room for doubt, don't you?
That is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is.
They're both 20 to 200.
I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
Funny story about my glasses. Oh, hey!
That's because I lost them recently, you see.
Oh, hey, there they are!
Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away, but you know my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed a crime? Were you wearing your glasses then?
Ah!
Oh, God! the effects that they make. How about it, witness?
You are an unrelenting evil man.
You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc. She was brave and courageous, only to be caught by horrible, and while she didn't do anything wrong, she was still gruesomely burned at the... Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
Ah! But the height difference was only 9 feet! It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
He's trying to milk himself. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. Actually, no, that's pretty bad. That implies that there were no police available. Yeah, Warrior, I was wondering what you meant by milk himself. $6:28 p.m. though. 6:45 is when he called? I don't remember who she is, but I get the feeling I know her. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is a murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Yeah, autopsy's gonna be what I want to push here. Yes! Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Oh, I thought there was a T in there. Ack! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
And the witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington?
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Called and asked, hey, what's your, I didn't catch your name. Maggie. He thought of the immediate, like, the obvious way to spell Maggie. He says as a bunch of nerds jump into slingshots.
Telephone,
Spit it out. Phone booth, he's gonna say.
I was searching for a phone booth.
A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone?
You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special.
Witness.
I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy?
You lost it? I do not accept that. Unbelievable. You'd lose your glasses and your cell phone. Are you a klutz? Wow, he's really calling out, like, clumsy people. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses have a strange quirk or two? Something that I don't think so. Plain people like you could...
Enough! Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait. Hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone. Could it be...
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Say that I saw it coming. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See? Here is it. Oh, I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
Phone shadowing. Well then, I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone.
How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that! You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness has no need to search for a public phone booth. The fact that there was a public phone booth right fucking there. It's quite simple, actually. Take a look at this graph. At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. There's something wrong with the witness! But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you! No! It's a phone booth. No, Judge, it's a dead body. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Are you giving...
Christmas bells? Order! Order!
What is reporting the crime a little late proof for the defense?
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he?
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Nope. I've got no idea. No, Judge, you don't see it, do you? There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive... You will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Gotta spend time. Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced. Perhaps? That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. Oh, Lord. Or do you want me to present the glasses? Ugh. The glasses, okay. Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that! You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah! Where did you find? Yeah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. Edgeworth runs in yelling, "Did Dick Shoe not tell you there's an updated autopsy report?" My badge. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order, order. Now, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. I thought it would have taken him 15 minutes because he was trying to get the name. But Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I am doing. Literally killing yourself. Trying to snap your own neck. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all, even though I had nothing to do with it at all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you could read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. Magay. Like, how am I supposed to be pronouncing that if it's supposed to be pronounced differently? In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Don't call me an idiot! It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present his case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it?
Why, Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? That's not overruling an objection. Because overruling an objection means that he wouldn't have asked the same question that Payne basically asked. He basically would have sustained the objection, actually. Pulls out the anti-tank rifle. See, Maya? One shot. I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Look at Dustin's face. He is, like, so disappointed in that ringtone. So disappointed in this stream. Disappointed in me. He's staring at me. He is disappointed in my room and all of my life actions up to this point. Maggie is like, hey, whose phone is this? And Dustin is like, you piece of shit. You have done everything wrong. Like, his eyes are burning into me. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. You're a failure. You're a failure. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. I'm not mad, Sly, I'm just disappointed. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? But he's standing right there, he's alive. My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground is Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! Order! Order! What are you talking about, ACF Nugget? I didn't get that.
But, Your Honor, he's my witness! The witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason.
I don't see what that matters. We're not trying to find the motive, we're trying to find out who killed him.
Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. His motive was for the lulz. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. I need to get a new piece of paper because this one has gone through so much abuse in all the Phoenix Wright streams we've done. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in a cell phone memory. What? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those. You're like the cops who wrote that brilliant artist Marjorie such a trilogy that goddess of. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is a justified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? No! That's not overruling an objection. That's actually sustaining it. Oh my god. Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is... Actually, no, it's not obvious. I would say a member, but... I'm gonna say victim. He was victimized by this group of con artists. Is that right? And to take his revenge, he's looking for the names and numbers of the con artists. Hold on, Nick, what are you talking about? If that's true, then he doesn't have a motive to kill Dustin Prince. Yeah, I guess not. What is it? You became quiet all of a sudden. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to try one more time. No, I've shot your health bar. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! It does make quite a bit of sense. Arrest him! Well, Mr. Wellington? Well, Wellington? Would you care to explain? That's what's going through your head, right? I got you now. That police officer...
Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor! This is a justified badgering of the witness
again. No, I'm afraid it's not. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please! Please, let's think about the content of that phone call.
Hello, thank you for searching my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Spur to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. The police decided to keep it. Dustin decided to keep it. Get the MPs. What does the defense think about this? Think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington wanted to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? My attorney's badge! The witness saw this! Mr. Wellington, is he correct? Huh? By the expression on his face, I would say that wasn't it. It looks like I was wrong. I had to. Oh, Mr. Wright, try to think before you present again. So he went to get his cell phone back, but when he got there, he lost control of himself. It was probably because he saw something that was really bad for him there. That really bad thing was... I'm an attorney. The policeman? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Yeah, the profile showed him with it. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. Oh, she's carrying the glove in the bag. That's what that is. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive, not bad for people with a third-rate education. What the fuck?
What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! Ugh, that guy is really creeping me. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious crime group that, they're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? Ah, yeah, I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What is with this? Why does he do that? What? Salvation. It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Oh, but we have a number to call. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe... phone stored numbers? Sir, take this inhaler. I think you need it. Somebody already used it, but I don't care. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I could show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What we are trying to determine is who that phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. That jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be, maybe. Can I not present? Okay, I guess it's just fingerprints. I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Fingers have prints? Fingers can print? From a printer? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. What? Anyway. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Ugh, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? Oh, what's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? In your pocket, Mr. Right. Oh, you were too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Can I? No, this doesn't go any smaller. I can't secure it any better on my head. Oh my, now I remember. Oh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Bonk. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? No. Hell no. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? You did it, Judge! Everything!
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Call the number. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? I will kill you. I have the Glock right here. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. His eyes for a second there, they were half blinked. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Oh, thank you. Here, have one of mine. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is... Oh, God. Oh, both, really. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. She still has a cute cell phone. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! What? Why is my phone... And what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No, it can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. Ugh! I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh my god, he did kill himself. He actually... Wow, he killed himself. He literally killed himself. So that is what happened. You were knocked up by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone, and in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
And that, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding...
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Well, of course, it's not gonna hold a funeral. Where's those four guys dancing with the coffin? Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He's dead, Your Honor!
Fucking got him, lol. Judge 2020. I did, what? So did Von Karma.
He was arrested and has been taken away to the morgue, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Oh. That is all. Discord is adjourned. Oh, it's good to be back. Saturday at 2:16 p.m. District Court. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Well, that's not luck, that's just your own, like, tic-tac... There's strategies to tic-tac-toe, you just gotta learn. That's nothing to do with luck. The amnesiac beat me! My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That's pretty bad. Anyway, Maya, let's go get some food. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless. What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true! That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. Good luck with you, Maggie. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet! I'm gonna make it! I promise! Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Exactly what I need. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. Bye, Maggie. Good luck with your new life. Oh, what a horrible day. I won a case. I found a murderer. I got them convicted. Won a case. Helped someone innocent escape the jail system. I helped an innocent person walk free. What a horrible, horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back! At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. Judge Idiot, the judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end he always comes up with the right verdict. I make sure of it. This person. I haven't got a clue! He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl. Maya? You finally remembered! This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example... Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay, okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since you came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Next case, yeah. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout? What? Is that a tiny Maya? It was a dark and stormy night. Anyway. That was... Nope. No. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're not starting episode 2 right now. And I don't like that the game does that. That's probably like one of the only things that I dislike about the trilogy. Like this re-release of them is that it immediately launches you. Like you don't have a choice. But anyway, yeah. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, everyone. I'm gonna post this one more time. I have a new stream schedule. It is posted in the Discord server. Please check it out. We're gonna be doing a different game every day, and I'm going to be aiming to stream every day of the week. So I hope you guys will support me. I hope you guys will be here and enjoy with me. And that'll be it for tonight. So thank you all again. Have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next streamer video. Bye, guys.